Hey everybody, Dan here, and so today I want to do a little setup video for 2020. I told you guys that there are some changes, and so this is a huge change, I think. So I sold the Dodge Ram. I got rid of that. I got myself a nice little SUV. It's got, lots of features in it. It's got, it's really nice and comfortable, but it's not something that I want to take out and cut grass in, and it's kind of hard to explain, but like you go out and you cut grass, and then you get off work, and then you got to get back into that same vehicle that you were just in cutting grass, and then go out on a date, or go pick up your kids, or go out for a night out, or go on a road trip, and then you get back, and then you're back in that vehicle to cut grass. And so I kind of I hate that, It was the one thing that I really liked when I was married. My wife had a nice car, and I had the truck. And so, I'd be in the truck all day mowing and whatever. And then when it was time for me to take the wife and kids out, then we would get in a nice car. And it was a nice change for me. It was like, even though it wasn't an expensive car, it felt like I was driving the most expensive Cadillac compared to what I was used to driving, which was a pickup truck towing a trailer and, bouncing and clicketing and clacketing all around. So in selling my Dodge Ram, because the mileage was just getting too high, I didn't have any warranty on it, and it was just a scary thought that at any time crap can happen. Mark asked me if it was breaking down on me. No, I haven't had any breakdowns on it, but who's to say it's not going to? And then here we are in the middle of lawn season, and I got a $600 or $1,000 bill I gotta do to get my truck running, and it might take 3 or 4 days for the parts to come in and stuff, and no warranty and all that. And it's like, let's get out of it and let's get into something nicer. And then the opportunity came up where I was going to have access to this pickup truck that I'm sitting in right now. Unlimited access anytime I want, just go get it and go use it. And he knows that I'll be using it to cut grass, and that's fine. He's fine with that. That's, to him, like I said in the earlier video yesterday or the day before, that's payment that he considers to be equal for me taking care of his house and his dog while he goes and does things that he needs to do, which is very often. So I thought about it for a while. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And he was like, yep. And I was like, I'll even give you some money into it if you want. He was like, nope. I was like, okay. If something mechanical happens to the truck, it's got 265,000 miles on it. So he knows it's not me breaking it. It's an old truck. We're going to use it. Otherwise, the truck's going to sit in his driveway for weeks on end until he needs to go to the hardware store, because he's got himself a nice SUV that he uses. So he's not going to be taking this back and forth to work, and he's not taking this to take his friends out or anything. There is a thing on the back, a little camper looking thing, little thing there, that you fold down and it becomes a camper. So it's kind of neat. So he can take the truck out on the weekends or whatever when he's off. Him and his buddies can go hunting. He's big into hunting. So he can go hunting and stuff like that and drop the sides down, and you got yourself like this nice little place to sleep at night. Keep yourself protected from the elements. So that's pretty cool. So he just recently put that on, and that's no problem to me because I don't use the bed of the trucks anyways, really. I don't put anything in them. That I couldn't just slip underneath that anyways, lay down a garbage can or whatever, and some rakes. That's really it. My trailer holds everything, and that's by design. I've always said that an efficient business, if you're going to run a business, and you're going to have it efficient, you should have everything you can on one trailer. So if something happens to your primary tow vehicle, you can go rent a truck or rent an SUV or borrow a truck or borrow an SUV, and all you have to do is connect the trailer, and you're in business. You're working again. Now, if you're just side hustling part-time and you're working, a push mower or something, then you do what you gotta do. You make do. But if you start getting some bigger equipment, you gotta think ahead. And so that's why I always make my trailers very efficient and to hold everything in its place, and a place for everything, and everything locks. So that's just the way I do it. So this opportunity came up where he offered me this truck, and I was like, yeah, hell yeah, because then I'll get myself a nice SUV so I can entertain my friends and something nice. I can have something nice. you know, when I go to the gym, I got something nice to ride in. When I go to dinner, when I go visit somebody, I go out with somebody, whatever. And it's nice, and it fits in my garage, and you know, and it's really nice. And it's a great stepping stone to the Jeep that I want to get in the future. I wasn't able to yet. I didn't have enough funds, and the payments were going to be too much. So we decided to go with something else that had huge rebates. So it got me in it cheap, and it's going to help me with equity later on going forward. So it kills two birds with one stone. Yeah, I have a dream to have a really nice Wrangler, but it's not the end of the world if I don't have one until I'm much older. You know what I mean? It's just, it's something that I want. I'm not in a huge rush for it. So, you know what I mean? So I got myself something nice because of this opportunity. So I wanted to share this with you, show you guys what this is, you know, what the setup looks like for 2020 going forward. So this is what you guys can expect. All right. I'm at the Kroger parking lot here. I'm going to get Subway, get me a salad from Subway, chicken bacon ranch with extra chicken. And I filled up all my equipment at the Kroger gas pumps here with ethanol-free fuel, which is the best fuel you want to use, ethanol-free marine gas. So I figured, what the hell, I'm going to go ahead and carry my camera with me and give you guys a quick little tour. So let me go ahead and get you guys in a tripod. I'll get you guys a little overview of what we got here, and then quickly go through the trailer, because we got the pressure washer mounted now too, and people are going to want to know how I did it. Okay, so here you go. We got a 1998 Toyota Tacoma. It's got, one of the first questions you guys are going to ask me is it a true 4x4? It is a 4x4. It's not just a jacked up two-wheel drive. And it's got 265, 75 R16s on it. So people are going to ask me what size tires. 265, 75 R16. Or, yeah, R16s. Or 17s. Crap, hang on. 265, 75 R16s. That's the tires that are on it. It's got the, you know, the raised up blocks and stuff on it, whatever. It's got the hitch already on it and everything. It's a 5-speed, and with the little, you know, 4 low, 4 high, 2 low, whatever, all that crap in there. Stripped down. It's got air conditioner. The air conditioner works like a champ. Manual windows, manual door locks. It's got the little back jumper seats. And the mud that's on it now, that's kind of washed off, but not washed off, but kind of washed off from the rain. I put that on with my boys not too long ago, so we had a lot of fun there. So that's a little camper system I was telling you about. It's a Smitty built, and I haven't actually seen it in action, but from what he was telling me, it comes down and it turns the whole bed of the truck into a sleeping type system there, like a little camper. Keep you out of the elements. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, 265,000 miles, so we're not worried about it. He's not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Runs like a champ, and he just put $2,500 into repairs into it with front bearings and all types of stuff. New tires. I mean, he put a lot of money into this truck recently. I seen the receipts, and that's why he's like, dude, nobody's going to give me $4 grand for this truck. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'd give you probably $1,500 because of 265,000 miles. And he's like, yeah. So that's why he's like, look, just use it. Don't buy it. Just use it. Just take it. It's yours to use whenever you want. And like I said, he's gone more than he's here anyway. So, and we both have SUVs. And if something comes up where he's got to take this truck, or something happens, his SUV breaks down, whatever, and he needs this truck, I got a hitch on my SUV and a light kit. So I can easily tow my trailer, and I do. And my SUV doesn't even know that this trailer is on it because it's so light. So with that, let's get to the trailer, because there is a change that you guys are going to be interested in, and that's the pressure washer. What I did here, I just have this just thrown on with a little bungee cord, just a fresh water hose, and you just hook it to the water spigot of anybody's house. And a lot of people will ask me, hey Dan, you know, what's the deal? How come you don't have a big water tank? It's because my pump's only 4 gallons per minute. So I can get plenty of water from a spigot, from a house. I'm not going to cavitate the pump. people that have them big old tanks have big old pumps, 6, 7, 8 gallon per minute pumps and higher. They can't run off a spigot. If they try running off a spigot, they're going to suck their pumps dry. They're not going to be able to supply enough water off of a house spigot. So those big water tanks will feed those big pumps, but it'll suck those water tanks dry real fast, so they hook a garden hose up to the house spigot as well to supply water to the water tank. And it has a float valve on it, much like your toilet system in your home. When the ball valve goes up, it stops the water from the house from filling the big tank. As they start using their pressure washer and the tank goes down in volume, then the float goes down and it opens the valve to allow the house water to start filling back up their tank. If they squeeze the trigger and just stay there, they'll run the tank dry. But as they're running the tank dry, it's being refilled from the house spigot. So I mean, it would probably take 2 days at that pace because the water spigot is coming in. But they could run the tank dry. But you don't just sit there like that forever. You always are on, you're off, you're moving the hoses, you're on, you're off. There's always things going on that's going to allow the spigot to feed their big tank. Well, I don't need that because I only have a 4 gallon per minute pump, which is perfect for a small little pressure wash business. So when people say, what's the first thing I should do? I say, get yourself a 3 or 4 gallon per minute pressure washer, a garden hose, a pink and black tip, and you're in business. So what I did right here, this is just a 1.5 by 1.5 angle iron, and I just bolted it to the metal here, through to the bottom with a nut and bolt, and then to the case, the carrier of the actual pressure washer. So this is the rolling stand. I took the wheels and the bars and all that crap off a long time ago. So it's mounted here, and the same in the back through the wood, nut and bolt. And that's it. So there you go. And it's got the little rubber feet. So it's got the rubber feet right here for vibration. So while it's running, the vibration right here. Garden hose right here. Just plug it into the spigot right here. Downstream chemical injector. Downstream chemical injectors right here. And then I mounted my pressure line right there on the end of the trailer there, so I can quickly access my line, run it out, wind it back up real fast, and my wand and my tips are right there. Done. So I got everything I need right here. When I'm going to go do a pressure wash job, I just throw a 5 gallon bucket right here to hold my bleach and throw bleach in the back of the truck. Or throw gallons of bleach or whatever in the back of my SUV. Whatever. It's just like going to the grocery store. Just buy 4 or 5 gallons of bleach and go do a house wash. So that's how I have the pressure washer set up. So that's new for this year. So I'm not carrying the Honda with me so much anymore because I don't really use it. But if I were to use it, I would just put it behind the mower. It fits right behind the mower going across. And it doesn't stick out past the trailer. So I could just shove it in right behind the zero turn, or the walk behind. As far as the equipment's concerned, we're still going to use the same equipment that we used last year. The hedge trimmer is the HL100K by Steel. Really a badass hedge trimmer. It's got the fully articulating head here. It goes all the way up and down. Right, so you guys have seen that 1,000 times. My edger is the KM90R, which is the split shaft right here. You can take it apart. I also have a weed eater attachment for this. If something happens to my primary weed eater, I can weed eat with this KM90R, and it's got the straight shaft edger already on it. You can also buy the attachment of the hedge trimmer and put that in that box, and you actually not even have to carry this around anymore. You can just use this machine to edge, to weed eat, and to trim the hedges if you want. I like to have more than one power head just in case. So I have a dedicated weed eater. This is a dedicated edger with a backup weed eater system in that box. If my weed eater goes down, I can weed eat with this. If my edger goes down, I can weed eat with I can edge with my weed eater. So this gives me redundancy right here. And then I got my steel hedge trimmer right here, and I have a small little handheld Echo back at the house as a backup. The mower, of course, everybody knows my Turf Tracer by Exmark, the 36 inch. Let me come around. So we have the 36-inch right here, S series, hydro, fully hydro. It's got the big old 18-point-something Kawasaki motor on it. Holds about 5 gallons of fuel. It's full hydro. I got the pedal here. Lots of videos about the flap, the grass flap over there. It's a full floating deck. So what that means is you've got these anti-scalp wheels, and the deck will go up and down and not scalp your lawn if you have divots and stuff like that. The front wheels are not air. They're solid wheels, so you don't ever have to worry about putting air in those front caster wheels, which can be a real pain in the ass, especially if you pinch them on curves. So that's really nice. Of course, we got the box here, which houses my loppers, my wand for my pressure washers in here. I got a little toolkit in here, some extra oil, motor oil, wasp spray in case I run into wasp, ant killer, little hand saw to get some branches sometimes you need to get, little tools. Here's my siphon right here for my pressure washer. So I got everything in here. I got spare weed eater heads with springs ready to go, so all I got to do is wind them up. You guys know, real big, check my descriptions for my Amazon links. These are my USA edger blades. They say USA on them. These are the edger blades I use forever and a day. You can get these on Amazon, buy them in bulk, like 25 or 30 or something like that, at a really good price. And if you're a Prime member, then you get free shipping. And then also, you guys know, I love this weed eater line 0.080. It's the best damn weed eater line in the freaking world. Everyone that switches to it says that they'll never go back to anything else again. They'll always use this. Also in my video descriptions, for all the Amazon links, you can get them shipped right to your door. Bug spray or bug ant killer, whatever you might need. Some bungees, tie down bungees, whatever, and then down at the bottom is the weed eater attachment. I'm not going to dig that out. So that's that. I can lock this if I need to. And of course, the pride and joy of this setup is my badass little BG50 handheld blower. This thing absolutely rocks, man. It's 130 bucks or something like that. Dude, I highly recommend you guys get one, even just for a backup. Just get one. They're so convenient. They're so convenient. They're so lightweight. They're so easy to use. Patio furniture and stuff like that work right around them. Cars in the driveway. You don't have a big old backpack blower on you. So it's really nice, man. It's so simple. So this right here is the 2020 setup going forward. This is what we're going to be doing all our yards with and house washing with right here as you see it. I think it's a really neat setup. I think it looks clean. I like the fact that I got this truck to use and all I got to do is take care of a friend's dog that I absolutely love that dog anyway. So I mean, not a bad trade-off. He's not, I am still charging him for his yard. He's still a customer, and I just did a massive leaf cleanup in his yard the other day. So he's still paying me for that. There's no free lawn service or anything like that. The deal is I help him with his house, I help him with his dog anytime he needs it. And just the other day he called me, short notice, yep, I'm there. I went over, fed, watered his dog, took his dog out, let him potty, wrestled his dog. It's a big 120-pound Rottweiler. Wrestled with him and had a good time. I love that dog. And that dog loves me, so it's cool. So yeah, what a trade-off, right? So there you go. That's going forward for the 2020 year. That's a massive change, a big change that I promised I would explain to you guys. So that's one of quite a few left to come. So this weekend, I might be doing another video if my stuff comes in the mail that I want to share with you about my business model going forward. How I'm going to be handling my customers and a big change to how I'm going to handle them. And it's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I finally got the balls to do it. So I'll let you guys know. You guys can use me this year to learn, and next year you guys can implement it. All right, cool. I'll see you guys on the next one.